Hello everyone, welcome to Small Model Car. Today we have got a very interesting casting. It's new for 2026 as you can see, and it's called Beast of Turin. Obviously it's a Fiat, and I know a little bit about it, not a lot. It was built by Fiat back in I think 1911 or 12 to beat the land speed record. It was called a Beast of Turin because it had one of the biggest engine, 28-liter four-cylinder engine, around that. Yeah, mammoth, huge engine. So most of the car is engine actually. Looks like a nice casting in this paint. So let's open it up and see how does it look. So let's have a quick look into the casting before we deep dive into all the details. Looks like a nice casting, I would say. Not a lot of details to have because the way the car is designed. Let's see. So here is the Beast of Turin, and first thing you will notice it's finished in red and gold, which is more for Ferrari paint job, I guess. But that it's also Italian. Uh, I'm gonna start from the front, though there are not a lot of details, but still from the front. In the front, you've got this big gold grille with this. I think it's a radiator cap. Uh, really, I would say really thin axles and thin wheels. This front end, which I don't think is for safety. It's more of a chassis because back then the cars were mostly body on frame. Now it's very thin car. It's not a very wide car, but it's huge. There are a lot of interesting stuff on this car, even without more details. So let's move to the side now. Driver side actually. So on the driver side, you can see some nice details. These wheels, I think you have seen on some recent Hot Wheels, which are like trying to, you know, replicate older cars. So these are thin, a very different design, and this one actually only has two spokes in it. I think actual car would have had more of those. But on the side, you can see number 76 and some vents, I think, for the engine. This looks like a strap to hold the engine cover or hood. Number 76. I don't know what this sponsor name. Oh, that's Hot Wheels. Looks like it's chain drive, as you can see. And gear shifter is outside, right here, if I'm not wrong. It's obviously a race car or special car, so no windshield or anything. Even if you look at the chassis, it's very different. Like the underbody is not flat; it's curved out. So it was basically done for land speed records. A lot of aero element for that time. So they tried to make it as aerodynamic as they could. That's why you see the rear encapsulated. Yeah. It's more of a design you used to see on older planes, kind of that. On the rear, obviously, nothing, no details. It didn't need to tail lamps and turn indicators to beat the land speed record, right? So very pointy, I would say pointy, yeah, pointy end. Uh, I won't say passenger side, but say maybe co-driver side. So the difference I can see, there's no gear lever here, obviously. You still get the vents and those details. Number 76, Hot Wheels, and this looks from the top. So I don't think the actual car had golden seats, but this one does. Big steering wheel and maybe some dials there. Don't see brakes or anything. Yeah, from the top you can see how sleek it is. And this is how the base looks. This is a very unique car. You also have the chain drive on this side. So it's a very unique car. I don't think you normally will see anything like this. That is not today. So the question, should you get it? Absolutely yes. It's very different, and I don't think, and I'm glad actually Hot Wheels did this, and I don't think there are going to be a lot of other castings like this. But this looks good, and no matter what you collect, it's still going to look really good in the collection. Well, those are my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.